Good morning, dear student. In today's class, we will be discuss about endurance. Because in previous class, I have complete first unity one strength. What is endurance? According to Barrow and McGee, endurance is the result of the physiological capacity of the individual to sustain movement over a period to time. According to here, endurance is the ability to resist fatigue. It means हम लोग का वर्किंग पीरियड जितना है उससे ज़्यादा, मतलब हम लोगों का कैपेसिटी अभी 5 मिनट काम कर सकते हैं। जब 5 मिनट से ज़्यादा हम लोग काम किए ना, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एंड्योरेंस। क्योंकि हम लोग जितना टाइम ज़्यादा फटिक के बाद, मतलब टायर्ड होने के बाद जो काम करेंगे, ठीक है, उसको एंड्योरेंस बोलते हैं। टाइप्स ऑफ एंड्योरेंस in training. Endurance is classified as cardiorespiratory endurance, means ability of the heart, vessels and the lungs to work for long time without fatigue, and muscular endurance, ability of the muscles to contract and relax for longer time without fatigue. In general, endurance can be classified according to the nature of the activity and the duration of the activity. By using the nature of the activity as the parameter, endurance is categorized as basic endurance, general endurance and specific endurance. एक बात चीज याद रखो, नेचर ऑफ एक्टिविटी, नेचर के हिसाब से जो डिवाइड किया गया है एंड्योरेंस को, वो 3 तरह का है: बेसिक एंड्योरेंस, जनरल एंड्योरेंस एंड स्पेसिफिक एंड्योरेंस। अकॉर्डिंग टू द ड्यूरिंग ऑफ एक्टिविटी, जब हम लोग वर्क करते हैं उस टाइम में एंड्योरेंस को 3 टाइम को डिवाइड किया, 4 टाइम, सॉरी 4 टाइप्स का होता है। पहला स्पीड एंड्योरेंस, शॉर्ट टर्म एंड्योरेंस, मिडिल टर्म एंड्योरेंस एंड लॉन्ग टर्म एंड्योरेंस। हम लोग पढ़ेंगे फर्स्ट नेचर ऑफ एक्टिविटी। फर्स्ट वन इज बेसिक एंड्योरेंस। What is basic endurance? Basic endurance is an individual's ability to resist fatigue when applied to load of medium intensity stimuli and aerobic muscular metabolism. In this type of endurance, a large number of muscles are involved and the movements are performed at a slow and steady pace of the longer duration of time. Example, including walking, running and swimming for more than half an hour. As this is the standing point for all form of endurance training, it refers to the basic. Okay. Thus another one is general endurance. General endurance. General endurance is the ability to tolerate endurance exercise and resist fatigue caused by various kind of activity. Activities involving general endurance can be either aerobic or anaerobic. Means aerobic means with oxygen, without oxygen. ठीक है, the duration is shortest in comparison of basic endurance, but it enables an athlete to undergo various kind of activity without getting tired. The last one is specific endurance. Specific endurance can be defined as the ability to resist fatigue caused by a specific or particular sports activities. Different sports trigger different level of fatigue. Specific endurance can show variation. Specific endurance is the ability to resist fatigue caused by a specific or particular activity. As the nature of fatigue is different for different sports. For example, specific endurance of a wrestler is to combat effectively in the third round of or 6 minutes, whereas it is for 4 rounds for a boxer. नेक्स्ट स्पीड एंड्योरेंस, ये हो गया टाइप्स ऑफ एंड्योरेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी। ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी में जो चार है, स्पीड एंड्योरेंस, शॉर्ट टर्म एंड्योरेंस, मिडिल टर्म एंड्योरेंस और लॉन्ग टर्म एंड्योरेंस। इसमें से फर्स्ट वन इज स्पीड एंड्योरेंस। Speed endurance can be defined as the ability to prolong resistance to fatigue with maintenance of near maximum speed. Speed endurance depends on the power and capacity of energy product and it reduces electron formation. The most suitable example of speed endurance is the 400-meter sprint event. Though speed endurance may also be applied to longer distance. Sprinter can have a range of 7 to 40 seconds with nearly complete recovery between each run. Running up to 7 seconds used of the ATP energy storage. If the duration exceeds 40 seconds, when it becomes an aerobic activity or a blending or aerobic and anaerobic depending on the intensity of the exercise. Next one, short term endurance is needed to resist fatigue in sports activity lasting from about 45 seconds to 2 minutes. This endurance also depend on a large extent on strength endurance and speed endurance. The endurance needed for 800-meter race is the most suitable example for short-term endurance. देखो, नॉर्मली स्पीड एंड्योरेंस कहाँ चाहिए? स्पीड मतलब जितना शॉर्ट रनिंग होगा उतना स्पीड चाहिए, ठीक है। मगर 100-200 को छोड़ के, क्योंकि ये दोनों एनारोबिक के लिए काम करते हैं। कैसे कि वो विदाउट ऑक्सीजन 100 मीटर में भागते हैं, यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन लेने का टाइम ही नहीं मिलता। उसेन बोल्ट कितना सेकंड में रिकॉर्ड किया है? 9.09। तो 9 सेकंड में आप झपकते ही 9 सेकंड हो जाएगा फिर, ठीक है। इसलिए स्पीड एंड्योरेंस कहाँ पे चाहिए? 400 मीटर स्प्रिंट में। देन शॉर्ट टर्म एंड्योरेंस 800 मीटर के रेस में, जैसे कि हम लोग का टाइम शेड्यूल है 45 सेकेंड टू 2 मिनट्स। देन मिडिल टर्म एंड्योरेंस, द मिडिल टर्म एंड्योरेंस इज नीडेड फॉर सच स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी व्हिच फॉर लास्ट फ्रॉम 2 to 11 minutes and also depends on strength endurance and speed endurance but to a limited degrees. The endurance needed for 1500 meter race and triple chase race by runner is the most suitable example for middle term race, ठीक है। देन लॉन्ग टर्म एंड्योरेंस is needed is such sports activity which last of more than 11 minutes. The sports activities such as 500 meter, 1000 meter, cross country, marathon race and extra, ठीक है। सच टाइप ऑफ एंड्योरेंस मतलब 11 मिनट से ऊपर जितना होगा वो लॉन्ग टर्म है। 2 मिनट से 11 मिनट के अंदर हुआ तो वो मिडिल टर्म एंड्योरेंस। देन शॉर्ट टर्म 2 मिनट के अंदर जो हुआ 45 सेकंड से ऊपर और 2 मिनट के अंदर, और 45 के अंदर जो हुआ वो हो गया 400 मीटर मतलब स्पीड एंड्योरेंस, ठीक है। अभी मैं भी डिस्कस करूँगा कैसे एंड्योरेंस को डेवलप किया जाता है, ठीक है। मेथड्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एंड्योरेंस, देयर आर 3 टाइप्स: कंटिन्यू मेथड, training method, interval training method and fortnight training method. The first one is continuous training method. Continuous training method is one of the best method for improving endurance. In this method of training, an exercise is performed for a long duration without any break. In this method, intensity remains low because the exercise is done for a long period. Cross-country race is the best example of continuous method. In this method, the rate of heartbeat remains in between 140 to 160 beats per minute. The total duration of the exercise should not be less than 30 minutes. This duration of exercise can be increased according to endurance ability of the sportsperson or athlete. Then advantage. What is the advantage of continuous training? It increases glycogen in muscles and liver. It increases the number of size of mitochondria. It also increases the efficiency of heart and lungs. It improves willpower and makes the individual well determined under the condition of fatigue. It makes the individual self-disciplined and self-confidence. Yeah. The another one is interval method. The interval training method is execute this repeated effort at a fast pace with interval or incomplete recovery in between. The aim of is is to increase the heartbeat to 170 to 180 beats per minute. For this reason, the heart rate is manipulated and it is often referred to as a training of the heart. This method of training is first devised by the Finnish coach Luis Pichala, who named its Terzi training. The technique of balance workout with rest help Pichala trainers. Paavo Nurmi win both the 1500-meter race and 5000-meter race in 1924 Olympics. Nurmi would run 400 meter 10 to 20 times in a day instant to continuously covering 10 to 20 miles. A German coach named Tony asserted that when an athlete runs at the speed of 80%, his pulse rate will be 150 to 180 at rest. The pulse rate should come down 120 to 140. This is the best recovery time for speed endurance. The foundation of interval training is the principle of effort and recovery. Workload is increased by raising workout during while stimulating shortening recovery period. For example, 400-meter race with 80% speed, walking or jogging until the pulse rate comes down 120 to 140 approximately. जैसे कि 400 मीटर हम लोग फाइनल में भागते हैं, कंपटीशन फाइनल में 400 मीटर भागते हैं, ऐसे भागना नहीं है। मतलब वो 100% का एफर्ट होता है, हम लोगों को 20% एफर्ट कम करना पड़ेगा, मतलब 80% एफर्ट में हम लोगों को 400 मीटर भागना है, ठीक है। तब भी तो हम लोग पल्स रेट बढ़ जाएगा। देन हम लोगों को पल्स रेट चेक करना है। पल्स रेट क्या होता है? हार्ट बीट, ठीक है। जब जैसे मेडिकल में जाने के बाद हाथ पकड़ के चेक करते हैं, नहीं पल्स रेट चल रहा है कि नहीं, ठीक है, दैट इज पल्स रेट। तो उसका 120 टू 140 अप्रोक्सीमेटली रहना चाहिए। देन इंटरवल ट्रेनिंग डिपेंड्स ऑन फैक्ट लाइक द स्पीड ऑफ वर्क, इंटरनल और रिकवरी ड्यूरिंग ऑफ वर्क, number of repetition of more of recursion. Then advantage, more workout can be performed in short duration. It is more beneficial for respiratory and circulatory system, and they can be trained both and the same tune. The process of the athlete can be measured easily. It gives a better result in a short time. It means an athlete achieve his or her peak performance in a short time. Athletes get a fair judgment easily. Suggestion can be given by coach to athlete during recovery phase regarding any fault. Patience can be increased in athletes. Then disadvantage, top performance become competition and cannot remain up to the competition time. Regular training can lead to heart disease. There are more can lead to heart disease. Sorry. The last one is Potluck training or Potluck method. The victories of Nurmi and he Fels Pins 1920 installed an innovation training strategy in neighboring Sweden cross country runner. The Swedish coach Gustav Holmer developed the Potluck method in 1937, in which a combination of fast and slow pace replaced the present style of running cross country at a steady speed. Potluck is Sweden war speed play. In this method, the change in intensity is derived by the surface of running the surrounding the athlete physical state and limitation. The climate, example for instance, trains can switch from woolly area for riverside and hills. It accounts for both the aerobic and anaerobic system of the body. The pulse rate should remain within 140 to 180 beats per minute, with duration for training lasting 45 minutes on an average. For an example, potluck training can have the following structures: jogging for 5 to 10 minutes, followed by further exercise different parts of body 4 to 5 minutes as a warming up process. Steady running over a distance 8 to 1200 meters. Brisk walking for 5 minutes. Jogging again separate 40 meter to 50 meter sprint. Then 40 set in jogging speed slow down 3 to 5 minutes. Slow walk 5 minutes to limber down or by the cool down body about 1 to 1.5 kilometer to session finish, then stretching period. The potluck method also raises the endurance of the athlete's cardiovascular system and develop the both aerobic and anaerobic capacity. Benefits of advantage of potluck: it keeps the heart rate of allowing an athlete to get good cardiovascular endurance. It is good for aerobic and anaerobic fitness. That is why it makes an athlete a better sprinter and a better long distance runner. Due to the sprinting interval, it makes the body versatile. It is flexible in nature. A number of athletes can take part in this training stimulation. In this training method, no equipment is required, hence it can be organized without any problem. It can be easily adapted to the athlete method. Disadvantage: it is difficult to see how hard the training is make effect. Sometimes the athlete is like to give up effort. It makes cause accident because it is not pre-planned. An appropriate check on trainees cannot allow be maintained. Thank you. Have a good day. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.